Konnichiwa, Saito Miki desu. I'm Miki Saito. So this is the video that so many of you have requested. This is a tutorial for a life sent on 送られる命 from Xenoblade or Xenoblade. So let's get to it. But before that, I have a lot to say actually about this piece. I would like to do this as a solo piece. So, but of course the original version is a duet. I created this solo version based on what Mio plays. She plays a higher Shinobue. It's not just like the Shinobue that we play because they created their own Bamboo Flute for that very game. So it's not exactly, but you can actually play Mio's part pretty well with 8-hon choshi, which is great because a lot of people start with 8-hon choshi. I also created a karaoke. The YouTube video link for karaoke is in the description, and if you want to download it to your computer, there's a link for that as well, so you can easily download it. And also there's a sheet music that I created that you can download, and that link is in the description as well. This is a very difficult piece, technically very difficult. So I know a lot of people have bought Shinobue to play this song, but this is not something that if you just started Shinobue, you can just like tackle. I think you'll be very frustrated and pick up a lot of bad habits. So you do not want to really try to practice this. I mean, of course, you must be curious and, you can try it, but you need to really build up the technique to play this song. So these are the things that I wanted to talk to you about first. So let's get started. So the form for this piece is A, B, A. A section, B section, A section. Return of the A section is little bit different. So for this video, we will focus on the first part, which contains 4 phrases. And you might think, oh, it's only 4 phrases? Trust me, it's very hard. Okay, so the first phrase is this. Ryo on 5, 5, 6. You want to do an ornamentation before 6. So in slow motion, it's like this. Start with 5. And you don't just do like that, 6. But you do this. Do you see I did chum? So when you do it fast, it doesn't seem like anything. But there, I'm doing this ta-ta-dum. And then, so before even you start, you need to take low breath, a low breath. Not just like this. Like right here. That's not good. Now, you won't. So good tone. Because if you don't have a good tone, you're not going to be able to do the next one, which is this. if you don't have good tone, it's gonna sound like this. Like you're pushing. No, it's not gonna be good. So, start with deep breath. Now, next one is count on 1. And when you do count on 1, you want to have this up. But before this, 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna do an ornamentation and go. So that's what's happening slowly. But when you do it fast, really subtle. Ta-da-ta-da. So it's 1, 2, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. 4 is very subtle. You probably want to practice this ryo-on first, which is, so you don't start pushing. Because for ryo-on, it's easier not to push. Like push with your lips and like that. So ryo-on is good to practice this part. So you want to go. Just get the finger. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. When you get the fingers, then you can make it count on. Deep breath, so you don't push it from here, but then you're here, and then you go. I always forget how many to do this. Ta da da ta ta ta. So another thing about this piece or any piece, sing it first. You don't have to be a superstar singer, but say it first. Sing it first before you do this, because then your brain learns that what note you need to be playing or how it sounds. So I would sing the whole phrase. Ta-da, ta-da-da, da-da-da, is what you need. So once you understand that, do that like, I don't know, 5, 6 times. If you can't sing it, you can't play it. I mean, you don't have to be like pitch perfect, but you need to have the notes. You know, like if you're like, oh, I don't even know how many times I'm gonna sing, do ta ta ta, then you're just doing that. You're just wasting your embouchure and thinking about 1, 2, 3, and then your embouchure is all messed up because you're not paying attention to it. That's how you can develop a bad habit with your embouchure. So really learn the notes first in your brain, with your brain. So ta-da, ta-ta, ta-ta, ta-da-da, da-da-da. So now ta thing, the ending slide thing, that's actually really hard. I can't really do it all the time consistently. But what you do is you are here. So you're gonna go down to meri. Meri meaning roll the utakuchi, the mouth hole, towards you, towards the player, and then chin down. And then this helps it to go flat. Just by covering a little bit, you go flat. So But to do it perfectly, you don't want to drop down to duet like I just did. Like this. See? It should not get there, but it's really hard not to go to duet when you're doing a slide. So that's the reason why I am not very good at it, because my mind wants to go down to duet. So you can practice this. Hopefully you can keep it up to count on ta, like that, not ta to duet. But if that's what happens, that's what happens. Okay, so that's so far. That's one phrase. You need to do all that without taking a breath, which is pretty hard. You want to do this in one breath because you are going to be doing that with karaoke and you don't want to be like taking a breath and being late. So I'm going to show you how to do it with the karaoke. That's the intro. So the next phrase, so that's the second phrase. Again, start practicing with duet first to get the notes. So 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, 2. However, I'm gonna keep this right hand index finger down. The reason why I do that is to get a smooth 2, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th note of this phrase. If I let that 2 go, I have to go like this. All at once. From 6 to 2. So that is easy when you're doing it slow, but when you do it like that, the tendency is to go. You don't get all at once. So that's why I keep this at least this down, because this being closed doesn't affect the note sound or tone or pitch. So then I can keep this secure. Then I have to like put this down and then put that down and here up. Then I can keep this secure here. Then I have only 3 things to go down. So that's that. Then after that, 3, 2, 1, then 3, 2. That 3 is ornamentation. So I would do that slowly. duet first. Then you would get the fingers first. Then you're gonna try with count on. Again, deep breath. If you start badly, like there's no way you can do that 2, 3, 5, 6, especially that 6. You're not gonna be able to get up there. And I don't even like the word get up because it feels like, oh my God, I gotta da, 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 da. Like, no. It should not feel that different from ryo-on. If you did it right, it should not like be like, you know, if you did like that, no. It should be just extension of ryo-on, not something like super high and you gotta force it. Then no, it's ugly. So low breath. Don't even start if you can get that two right. The first note. I don't remember how many times I did. So let me sing it. Ta-da-da, 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 ta-da-da. Okay. Again, there's thing. This part doesn't really have set beat, so you can kind of be fluent and free and be kind of together with Noah, and you know, make sure you don't end too soon, but you don't have to be exactly like on beat because they're not. The original, you know, music is not either. So let's try it with the karaoke. So that's the first phrase, second phrase. So next part may be the hardest. So let's do it with ryo-on. One, two, three, five, seven, six. Seven is the ornamentation. Then to do that slide thing, you're gonna literally slide the index finger of your left hand. So I'm doing like with my index finger. Then you have that daikon. Okay, yeah, this is the first time I think we do daikon on this channel. So daikon 1 is, so regular kaon 1 is that, but daikon 1 you got left hand 3 middle finger, ring finger only. So slide, and then you do that for the daikon. It doesn't ring, it doesn't sound daikon right now because I'm not, you know, putting the breath, but ta-da, and then nothing for the 7 kaon. Then you got 6, and you're gonna do an ornamentation like that. And when you're doing the ornamentation, if you can put the 2 down, the right hand index finger down again, so that you can do ta-da, ta-da. Then you can just do ta-da, one finger at a time to land the last note, instead of putting the ring finger of your left hand and the index finger of your right hand together is hard. So it's gonna if you don't do that, it could sound like or something. So when you're doing that or something, sometime after the daikon one, put this down to prepare for the landing of that last note of this phrase. So I didn't do this. So when you're doing a duo practice, you don't have to like really sound good because you're just practicing the fingering basically. So once you get the fingerings, just play through it, play through the phrase, and I hope you can do the whole phrase without breaking yourself or breaking your breath and breaking the tone. Then use the karaoke. Actually, this part has more steady beat, so you can actually understand that where that fits with Noah's music. So you might be thinking like maybe this is like the Shinobue that plays daikon well. That's not true, because I can do this piece with Suzuki plastic Shinobue. Actually, plastic Shinobue might be easier than this actually to play it. It's easy with this. You can't really get a super great professional sounding tone, but this one is easier to hit high notes. It's just not going to be as rich as this. This is harder to hit high notes, but once you get really good at it, you can get richer tone. But anyway, so I'm gonna do the karaoke with this one to show that you can do this piece with the plastic Shinobue as well. So that's a second phrase, and this is a third. Okay, so in the last one, I can even teach it with the Suzuki. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 7. And then 7, then now this one is easy to go down because it's already your duo. All right, so let's try that with the karaoke. So that's a third phrase. So I hope you had fun learning how to play a life sent on. If you have any questions or any comments or any thoughts, please feel free to comment below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have fun. Bye! じゃあね、またね